Hey, church family, this is Noah. I have the opportunity to do our pastor's devotion this week. I'm very excited about that. So I am in Luke chapter 10, verses 38 through 42. 38, it says, "Now it happened as they went that he entered a certain village, and a certain woman named Martha welcomed him into her house. And she had a sister called Mary, who also sat at Jesus' feet and heard his word. But Martha was distracted with much serving, and she approached him and said, 'Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me to serve alone? Therefore tell her to help me.' And Jesus answered and said to her, 'Martha, Martha, you are worried and troubled about many things, but one thing is needed, and Mary has chosen that good part, which will not be taken away from her.'" So what we see here is Jesus, and he's come into this village, and he's met these women, Martha and Mary. And he comes into their home, and Mary is just infatuated with Jesus. She's sitting at his feet. She is listening, soaking in every word that he's saying. And the whole time she's doing that, Martha is preparing a meal. She's cleaning. She's cooking, all these different things to try to serve the Lord. And so she's getting upset about that, irritated that her sister Mary is not in here helping her. And so she says, "Jesus, please, tell Mary to get up and help me." And Jesus responds in a way, and it's a very serious thing because he says Martha twice. Whenever he says something twice, you need to listen up to what I'm about to say. And he says, "Martha, Martha, you're worried about so many of these trivial things going on right now. But Mary's made the right decision. And what is that one thing that is needed? What is that right decision that she's chosen the good part? As to sit at my feet, to grow closer to me, to learn from me." And he said, Mary, really, she's made me a priority in her life. And so it goes back to answering this heart question that Jesus is kind of just suggesting to Martha. Is it, what do you prioritize in this life? Because sometimes, and here in America, we do this all the time. We get busy with just little trivial things in this life, and we make them the main priority. We can make our jobs a priority, our hobbies a priority, or we're going to play sports, and that's going to be a priority. And those things necessarily aren't bad. Those are good things that are a blessing that God's given to us to enjoy. But when it becomes a point where we're prioritizing those things over spending time with God and getting to know God more and really seeking first his kingdom, that is when those things are going to be bad. That's when those things we're going to find no satisfaction in that. We're going to find no fulfillment in that, no peace, no joy. And Jesus knows that Mary, she's made the right decision. She's chosen the good part because she's taking the time to not prioritize these trivial things that really aren't going to lead her to anything. But she's seeking Jesus. She's seeking to grow in her walk with God. And so that's my challenge for myself and for all of us this week is what are we doing to make God more of a priority in our lives? How are we going to drop some of the things that maybe are just distracting us or keeping us away from spending time with God? How can we do that better? Thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys on Wednesday.